Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 5, Episode 28 with me, Sid. So, got a bit of a mixed bag today, I hope. For starters, I am currently here, under the hills and far away. We have tunnelled as far as about here-ish, although not fully tunnelled. And we are just laying the road down in this first section of tunnel. I'm on the second pass, which is the second texture of rammed earth block. So this is my kind of technique. I am aware that there is a randomizer mod. I don't mind doing this. This is kind of relaxing in a way, just running along, whacking down dirt blocks for a while anyway. And I am aware there's also zinc ore in this here mountain, because I've mined a load of it, but I'm not actually that worried about collecting it all. I've collected what I have mined, but I'm not going out my way to mine everything back, because that just means I have to backfill the holes, which is a pain, so I'm not doing it. So there. And yeah, just kind of throwing down a little bit of dirt here and there just to get us back to the entrance here, which we've dug into the mountainside, and you can see the road goes that. A few of these corners are a little bit squiffy, but you know what, the horses won't mind, so let's not worry about it. And I elected to go with torches and the torch holders because I've got loads of them. Whereas I've got quite a lot of lanterns and the likes, but I've already used half a 16 down there, and I don't think I've got that many lanterns that I could have done that. I probably could have got away with maybe less, maybe half running from the centre, but yeah, torches is fine. We'll do the trick. Not going to be any jumps or anything down here. Might stick a chicane in part way down, I don't know. I don't think a chicane's really going to be that hard. This is probably just going to be a straight run under the mountains. So open up your bobbo, get as much speed as you can. And Bob will be the relative of your choice. So yeah, we've got this going on. I have got all the items for the Oculus core. This is the thing. Oh, thanks. I've had a small black and white cat sat in front of my screen. He's moved. Yay. Just do that. Come on. Bang. There we go. And now he wants to go out again. So I am just going to quickly put down the last few blocks, and then I'll show you where this comes out, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, and here we go. Last texture. Luckily there's only 4. If I had many more, then I'd be spoilt for choice. So yeah, this Oculus core, that should open us up to a point where we're good. And this has been made possible, by the way. I used this to do the actual tunnelling, because I'm trying to wear it out and get rid of it, to be honest. I may make another. And then I bought one of these from QP, which it makes life considerably easier. So I can literally go, well, let me just bring these back to compacted. So I can literally grab this and I can go in and run a line on this line here. I can run a line on that line there, and I can run a line on that line there. And then we can switch over to this and we can run a line there and there. And then finally there, there and there. Now, needless to say, I run long stretches, not short little things. I don't do it like that, but let's just continue on through. So we've got a fair distance to go, but I think it'll be worth it for this stretch because, but I have decided, I think, I've almost decided, I'm in two minds. Let me just fly a bit so you can see this. This is going to be a big old tunnel all the way through the mountain. Now we're going to hit water here, and we're going to have to do something here with a tunnel that comes out and crests the surface. Now I could have come out at this point, but I decided I'd continue through, and we come out at this point here, which would allow us then to come down the hill a wee bit and then do a loop over this direction. And we're going to base it, but I think I'm going to try and go over the hill, not under it at that point. So that's that plan. We'll kind of come probably around about here. Got to avoid Shino's stuff, so no glitchy land form there. Back over here, yeah, maybe over there-ish, I don't know. That might be a little bit easier. The hill landform is not quite so steep. Yeah, so from, lost myself, from there down. Now if I carry on straight down there, so I am going to have to loop and then, yes, but that's fine, we can do that. And all of this is, you know, doable. I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? No, I was going there. This is not an area of spawn that I come out to very often. But then we can go across here and loop back into our racetrack, and that will complete the loop. Once I've got the loop in, the next thing will be to go around and put the jumps, the obstacles. I'm going to make these jumps a little bit more tricksy. So what we're going to do is on various jumps we are going to change these top, because I can stand on the bottom layer, but I can walk through the top layer currently. I'm going to make the top layer a mixture of branchy and not branchy, so we might make them all on one side branchy, so if you jump here and don't clear the thing, your horse stops. Just to try and make it a little bit more thing, I may do, as I say, some chicanes, some narrowings at points, but the first thing is getting the track down. So that's the track. We've done the track. Now, what we shall do is we shall pop that and that away in there. That can go in there, and then we're going to grab that, pop away our excavating tools and bit mining tools, and also our elk medallion. I did notice Punk was on this morning, but actually we'll just pop those away as well for now. Don't need them. I don't know whether to return my horse yet or not. They're probably still trying to breed it. I'm not entirely sure why he felt he needed my horsey, because he has, I know he has a couple of stallions, so whether he wanted to try and get different colours, experimenting with the colourways or something, don't know. Probably never will. And we are going to take that steel chest with us. We'll just take a completely empty steel chest. I'm not going to worry about, I suppose, or should I? Should I worry about having, I really should worry about having some healing. Poultice. We'll just take a horsetail. That should be enough to carry, and I'm not going to worry about the armour. I do need to worry about maybe getting mine repaired sometimes, and I actually do need to think about my clothing condition, because it's shocking. I've not been maintaining my clothes. I'm going to need more flax than that, but maybe I'm better off making a linen. Can I just refresh my memory? If I make a linen sheet, that does 10%. So you're currently 0. So I could do 10%. Or I can do 50%. So it is actually beneficial to do it like that, isn't it? Might as well just do that one like that for now. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, for 1, 2. 1, 2. Why am I not wearing anything on my wrist? I should be wearing something on my wristy. But not that. Let's head up to the top. So we need to do our magic thing first anyway. This is just, I think this is going to be kind of a step-by-step progress to start off with, just because spell damage, that's not the one I want. Just because walk speed 5% or max mana 25. Now I'm currently rocking 94 and I've got my max mana angel belt. Let's rock our walk speed, shall we? Right, so we need the Oculus core. I needed to make 3 of those and 16 of those and everything else we had. So this was required. Let us get this one rocking. Requires 9 juice. So let us get the first few bits. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16. Welcome to Counting with Sid, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Arcanus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And we have got you. I don't know whether you can be researched, can you? Right click to show missing, so there's, wow, there's all sorts of stuff, isn't there? I don't know what they are. Oculus pedestal, an essence generator. Suppose I can't. Wow, it's even got little blocks on the bottom. How nice. I don't think there is a... It feels, and it's giving me the vibe, that... So we made an Oculus core. Oculus pedestal is probably going to be the next bit, which looks very similar. So again, I'm not going to push this episode. We're going to just have a look at the book and see what the book says. Synthesis and grimoires. Here you go. So now I should be familiar with staff transmutation, but what if you could do more? What if you push the bounds of magic and gain more power? Fear not, the path forward can be futile. Synthesis, inspiration, Oculus multi-block structure is used to infuse materials with spell ciphers to create powerful artifacts called grimoires. These items are rare and powerful books with the power to change reality. Each grimoire contains knowledge necessary to interact with mechanics of the world, otherwise known as spells. So Oculus core and an Oculus pedestal. If you know the frame layout, you can start building right away. The frame blocks are enchanted stone, Zirconite, Astrolite and Netherite. If you do not know the structure, place the Oculus core down. So that must be the core. That's enchanted stone. That's probably enchanted. That looks like a rune. Oculus core and Oculus pedestals. Anywhere within a ley line linking range, then use a resonator to link the two Oculus blocks together. If everything was done correctly, a synthesis portal will begin. I've got to say that feels very Elven Portal from Britannia. Right, not only blocks and items, but essence to stabilise the synthesis or finish. That being said, make sure you have the appropriate essence generators within ley line link of the Oculus core. See, the dark ones are going to be a pain because I'm going to have to remove this down underground to where the thing is. Synthesis portal will disappear from the synthesis, blah blah blah. If you wish to create the synthesis portal will change and the ingredients will have to be thrown in one time. You'll know what the items are looking at the 3D image hovering above the pedestal. Blah blah blah, and you get that. So yeah, we are going to need to definitely make one of these. That looks to have runes either side. Does it? 3D model, turn it off, just right mouse click again, complete the multi-structure, required blocks are runestones, Oculus core, Oculus pedestal. When all the required blocks are in position, place down the pedestal. So we've got to do the pedestal. We also are going to need 4 runestones, I think, and they're going to be Arcanus runestones at this stage. And then we're going to need these blocks. It's not clear as to whether... yeah. Alright, we need to make that pedestal anyway, so that's got to be the first one. And I'm going to need to make 4, I think. Where are you, mage? Arcanus staff. No, you do that with an enchantment, don't you? We're going to need to make the Arcanus stones, which are going to, yeah, okay. Definitely need to do those as well. However, all work and no play makes it a dull boy. We are going to go and we're going to grab our dragon and we are going to head out into the world and try and find something fun to play with. Visitors, we've got a nice little table here now. I chiseled that up and we've got this, so you can just right click that bit of that on there and off you go. You can use my elevator, so non-majors and majors alike can use it. First stop, home. I need to pick up some food because I'm running low. I also left my dragon out here. I need to do something with this space. I don't know what. But I'm sure we'll work it out. Yes, draggy. We are going to go for a glad venture. 119 off. Oh, yeah, we'll take the pickled olives. That will last us. Fresh for 3 days. And we haven't been on George in an age. However, we want to go. I'm going to try. Are you? All these trees have really made it difficult to get your dragon into the teleporters. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to get into the teleporter anyway. Oh, Certainly not this big fella. It's there. Right, what's the temperature over here? Cold. See, this is the area that we've not really done much exploring of, but it is also very cold. Did I can't remember whether I cleared that one or not. Well, let's pin it as a... I know I was a little bit cautious because of the number of bears in the area. Don't really want to go getting... But I think we can cope with a bear. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me just get out of that view. Maybe get back into first person. Let's get you back up into the... There we go. Right. Don't wander off too far, mate. We're off to have a look in this ruin. I know I've done one of these, but I can't remember whether it was this one or not. Oh, okay. Well, all the indications would be a big fat no. Hello. There. I've now been there. I commented on the... There you go. I think there's more than one. I think the hider has to be more than one. I don't think these actually spawn locusts. They're just a distraction from what does spawn the locusts, which is the cage. Oops. Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to break your thing. Yeah, I want stuff. Stuff is the name of the game. How do you know? It's basically, we need stuff to decorate our libraries and areas. I've got quite a bit, but you know, I like to come out and explore. We have. Oh, I heard more locust, which suggests to me there might be another cage somewhere. There we are. Don't think there's one out here. I'm not sure. Is this the building that Punk took over? Oh, that's annoying. Don't think there are any more locust cages. There are black shingles, which may try and grab any intact shingle blocks as well. I know Cricket's got a black shingle roof, and she's run out of black shingles. So, you know, good neighbour and all. Spiders' webs. chalkstone. Books for the library we'll take. Yeah, we'll take the tuning cylinder as well. Yeah. I mean, I'll say this is not a ruin of massive valuables. I'm not expecting to find a lot of stuff here. Lumberite blueprint. Again, they go in the library. They'll do for decoration. Get those. Do I? Well, yeah, we'll have those because I'm using them now. More. Don't want that table particularly. Do love the detail that the Retro Ruins guys have put into these with these sloped ladders, which are a pain. I can't seem to get down now. Another nest. It's not too cold out here. At least I've repaired my clothes. Which is always about. I'll take. That's a nice intact crate of cratiness. Bit of that. We'll take the fat and the malefactor mask. We can convert to threads. Not worried about those. Do want you, like those tables there, my preferred table. If it's possible to have a preferred table, then those are it. We'll have the armour stands. Not because they're difficult to make, just because. Hello. Let's try not to wreck too much of the terrain. I know there is a guy out there somewhere. Elk medallion. Might be worthwhile actually. Bandages, okay. Yeah, we'll take it. I thought I heard you coming. No. Naughty. And then threads, might as well take those because they're stacked. I think we've largely exhausted that. They really are persistent little baggers, aren't they? Right. The only question is, this is a completely chiseled roof. Yeah, no point in trying to do that. So, what's next? Let's have a look at the map. Oh, it's going to be really difficult with this snow layer on. You can tell I came out this way to do my hunt for the alpines. Let's go find something. Which way haven't I really done much with? So I think, is that a stair? That's not a stair dungeon, is it? Is there not something more interesting around here? Could have sworn this was the better of the two. That's a stair dungeon. Stair dungeons, I'm not that bothered about, just because you've done one, you've done them all. I mean, they're obviously procedural, so they are all slightly different, but they are all based off of a set of geomorphic tiles, which means they're all essentially the same. I'm wondering whether we should go back and try the north teleporter, because it will be warmer, and in theory it should stay daylight all the time. We've cleared that, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try the north teleporter and just see if it's warmer up that way. Because I think there might be better selections of... Hello? Again, we just need to do that. Right. And then need to walk around to... Oh, well, this, by the way, when I built this spawn, I didn't build it with dragons in mind. I think that is painfully obvious. But we'll get there. Yeah, way too close. Come on. I'll be back in a moment. Much nicer. So, yeah. It's not summer yet, it's still spring, so we should be getting night time. But, and obviously that has been well and truly raided. That is usually... I marked this one because this was, again, one of my pet ideas is to rebuild one of these, which on the surface seems like a thing, but I never seem to get round to it. Not the most entertaining of ruins from point of view of contents, though. There's a few bad guys, and then there's the mausoleum, which doesn't have a huge amount in it. That is what? Just looks like a remnant of a bit of a cathedral, doesn't it? Or some kind of giant church. There's a few things. Again, I'm not going to worry about getting the skill books at the moment. They are largely superfluous. That is not that's a trader camp. Don't know why I marked it as a ruin, but well, I do know why. It's because I was doing it from the map. But we're not desperate for that. So let's have a look what we got up here. Something there, and then that's a village with... those are useful if you're looking for the ceramic tiles, but other than that, not so useful. It is nice to get out and just fly around on the dragon for a bit, you know. You are... what? Do make sure I don't tell her. Oh, hello. You're one of these. Alright, well, you know what? Probably, before we do that, let's pop down our loot box and we'll stick in the bits we want to keep. Yeah, we'll keep that. I'm not really that bothered about that lumberized blueprint. We've got loads. We will keep you and you and the elk medallion because that'll come in handy for the horse track. Keep that. Keep that. Bandages can go on there. You can go in there. And there. No, and you can go in there. And then we'll ditch that, and that. We'll grab the vessels on the way up. Let's go and see what we can find in the depths. This is likely to be more exciting than my usual way of doing things, which is to place the night watcher at the top. I haven't even brought the night watcher. He's not an option. Didn't bring my crowbar either, which is even more annoying. Hi. Oop. See? More exciting straight away. And again, just smash everything. If you want aged wood, these are brilliant. I also want just some markers. Ooh, hello. Cave. Right, that will do me. What are you? Husbandry 25. What don't I want there? Don't want seeds. Don't want seeds. Don't want feathers. Right, let's go and we'll use these blocks just to mark off the bits I've done, although the corpses will probably go some way to doing that. Country, no. Do that, can't we? That works. I'm plenty meditated, so we know that this is I mean, the ability to do that is hello. Is somewhat superfluous. I heard you. Oh, you snuck up on me, you wascally sawblade locust, you. Oh, that could have been nasty. Teach me to be doing magic when I should be keeping my eye out. Like that. 2, not cool. Right. Well, you're behind me at the moment, so as long as you're not here, all's good. Zap those up. Did I miss? Yeah, I don't think I did. Hi. You know, while I can, I might as well, eh? Right, up. Up. Oh, hello. We can get in between. Anyway, that's not what I'm here for. And yeah, I mean, these helps if you actually finish your spell. These are incredible ruins for books. There's a boat on down there. Yep. Don't really want that or that. Leaving the corpses because they have the advantage that they will keep the mob cap down. If you harvest them, the mob cap goes up. Don't really need to do anything there. I think we're done with the up here, at least on that side. Is there? Yeah, there's not. This is a different up, isn't it? If you're wondering why I call it the up, by the way, it's a cat phrase. Our cats have a thing about being in the up. If anybody who owns cats will know that they like to get themselves high up in the building. I heard that, I just don't know where you are. And they like to get themselves as high up as possible. So we refer to it as the up, because the cats like to be in the up. And if you've got cats anything like ours, they like as much up as possible. I know there's a book there. You will give me that book in a moment. That is a shiver. There you go. Book. Right, you. Come here. Oi. Just stop it. Right. Up. Again, we'll do some better eat some olives as well. Now, one of the reasons, yeah, this was the up on the other side of that wall, wasn't it? So I thought it might be. Whenever I hear that little head banging sound that the shivers make, you know the one I mean, where you've probably heard it, and nothing really there. I'm not even going to bother trying to loot the Yeah, there's nothing there. I was going to say I'm not even going to try and loot the clothes. See, if I'd have brought my oh, a bit more chain armor. We'll take you in favour of that block. Tin bronze will take you in favour of that little piece. That actually for now. Scroll, that's always handy. That can go in there. No books. Can't do anything with that because I haven't got my thing, but I can mark it on the map, can't I? There you go. So we can come back and get that if I really wanted to. Or we could even use it as a translocator. That'd be a novel idea, wouldn't it? This is actually a really small. Really, really small. Didn't I take fat? I did, and I put it away somewhere, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. Get rid of this. Get rid of the seeds. Not really bothered about a falx or that or any of that. Yeah, I'm actually shocked at how small this one was. So yeah, let's go up. We'll clear the night and I'll be back in a moment. Okie dokie, yeah, like I said, clear the night. We don't really have night as such. Well, we've got husbandry 25 anyway. Whoa, that was not what I wanted to do. Right, let's have husbandry. We've got farming 12.5. Bit of mining. I've recently leveled that, so that's not going to go. Forestry 50. Mining 25. Forestry 50. Oh. Did not notice punct join. I was completely engrossed. There's another. Don't know what else. Is there anything else in there? Anything? Am I being greedy? I probably am. Right, let's well, we'll collect this. Be wrong not to, wouldn't it? Not like we can't just whack it in the autosave. You don't get as many drops off of it, but you know what? It is what it is. See, get in my belly. Right, and over here we can get rid of all the stuff we don't want. Only one book out of that lot, surprisingly. Metalworking 5, wow, that's worth it. Right. Let us go and find something else to raid while we're out and about. Now I think there's one of those castles. It's not, again, going to have a huge amount of threat there, but they are quite nice But first, let's just head over this way. I don't need to raid it, I can just go and have a look. Right, he's back. We'll get it, we can say hi now. That is red tiles, not what we're after. Right, be back in a mo. Alright, just coming up on the last couple of ruins that we're going to tackle today. Again, this one, I'm not sure whether I've done it before or not. There were wolves over there. And a bear. So we'll deal with those first, if we can. Hey, Mr. Bear, stop chasing the rabbit. There's much bigger meat over here, even though you're not generally carnivorous. I think are bears mainly herbivores, or are they omnivore? I can never remember. I'm going to have to... Where'd he go? There he is. Why are you running away? Hey, Mr. Bear. There you go. I'm not bothered about the hide. Let's go and get those wolves. Sorry, just didn't really want to come out of that ruin running away from whatever's in there and immediately have to fight bears and wolves. So let's quickly deal with these guys. There's another one about somewhere. I did. Any more for any more? Do love it when you get to that stage where you kind of go, wolf? What wolf? Even bears are 3 or 4 hits now. It doesn't mean I would necessarily want to go and mess around with a polar bear on a regular basis, although again, I think we can now. Right, let's make some jerky, because that's about all that's good for. And let's go have a look in this one. Oh, we definitely got locusts, which was no surprise whatsoever. Wow, a lot of locusts. Oi, cheeky. Right, what have we got? A chiseled pretend forge. It is. Let's go up and see if we can't find this locust cage. Locust cage? No. A quiver of arrows. That's always a locust cage. Any more for any more? Might have to have that banner as well. Rude. Also rude. I suspect the presence of one more cage. Yep. This is a punk space. I recognise it now. Oh, it's got that little plate. Oh right, yeah, we're taking some stuff home with us. Right, what we got to loot? Merchant saddle. I've got one of those. Don't want it. Don't want the boots. Don't think we can do anything. Well, we can. Okay. I'm not bothered about the shovel. We'll take the table and the book. So I like tables and books. And that figurine. Mini globe. Yes, why not? Little sundial thing. Yeah. Right, now we need to finish off searching the place, don't we? Miner's mask. Silver bits. Yes, I do want those. Scribe shoes will cut. Always take free leather. Not so worried about the paintings at the moment. Oh, it's got stuff that I want though. Well, I suppose what we'll do is we'll continue looting anything of any consequence, which is not a lot actually. There. Definitely cut that up and we'll come back up and we'll do another loot pass. I think that's the only option, isn't it? Because there's a lot of bits and pieces I would like here. First, need to find that locust. That's empty. Yep. Okay. It's a nice little loop. I mean, I can see why Punk moved it, wanted to move in. Not so worried about the quiver, I don't think. There's a lot of fabric there, obviously, with the ability to. I think peat bricks, brown coal. Nothing really. Is there any more of you out here? I don't want to have to come back and find it, you know. I think let's put down our box. We can get rid of those. That definitely goes in. Silver will go in. That will go in, no problem. The fat, the torch holders, leather, maybe. That's got space. That won't go because they don't stack. So I'm running out of loot spots. That's kind of going to become my problem now, isn't it? Oh well, I'll quickly go and just grab a few more bits out of here and we'll go over to that last ruin. There's not a lot there that I want because I've looted those a few times, but there's a couple of bits in here that I wouldn't mind. Do I want the quiver? Yeah, we'll take it. It's not common enough that you can really ignore it. Anyway, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, last job. Put everything else away. Put everything in the library that needs to go in, or will go in the library. I do still get annoyed with the amount of things that can't be put into shelves and the likes, and I am looking forward to the new update where they more or less given free rein for shelving and storage. It's going to be things, because at the moment we're using a mod called Shelfful, or Shellfish, I think it is actually. One or the other. And yeah, so I noticed that Cricket had got her roof was missing a number of blocks of these blacks. Now 113 isn't going to go very far, but it might just allow her to finish off that bit in the right colour tiles. So let us make sure she spots these when she comes in. I noticed you had a few roof tiles mismatched. Why are you being so... Hope these help sit safe. I haven't got any shot. Oh well. I could try and claim that that was due to some kind of dyslexia or not, but it's just down to being a crap speller. Oh, well, she made a forge. Okay. She made a... I know she went prospecting for tin. So I never noticed that new building had popped up. There you go. Grey. Cricket. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to continue with the racetrack between episodes. I'm going to start pulling together the stuff necessary, hopefully to make the full Oculus core thingy. I'm wondering how to do this. You see, I could, for example, put the Oculus near a 7x7x7 gap, so I can bring a fully charged light Nexus, or a fully... No, I can't do it with that, I don't think, because that's a 5x5. Yeah, I would need to put one of those in a 7x7 area. So I could try and build it out here in the courtyard, so I can just plonk down a charged dark. The dark is going to be the biggest issue, but I can pick the dark Nexus up and bring it over, charge it, pick it up, bring it over, pair it with that, do stuff using the tent bag. Which reminds me, actually, that tent bag has actually got some stuff in it. Yeah, I picked up a load of loot and I never got around to putting that away, so there's a job for me to do between episodes as well. But on that note, we are going to call this episode an episode, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.